Whatever you do, do in a state of great meditation. In this state of great meditation, there exists no separation between you and God. There is simply no barrier. The barrier is removed. If you do things from a state of great gratitude, the ego may get involved. The mind starts looking for things to be grateful for or ungrateful for. And where the mind is, the ego is. And where the ego is, God cannot be. If you can be grateful without getting your ego involved, do things with an immense sense of gratitude. But more so, do things in a state of great meditation. It is in this deep meditation, this state of no mind, but total alertness, that you will find your true nature. It is in a state of deep meditation that you will find the divine. All things that are being done successfully are being done in a state of meditation. If they are not being done in a state of meditation, they are of no good to the doer, so they are not ultimately successful. Success should bring great joy. If it is not being done joyfully, it's not being done successfully. Try to bring some joy into your life. Try to bring some meditation into it. Yoga is not so much doing poses as it is a lifestyle of meditation. Deep meditation, light meditation, just meditation. It does not have to be with crossed legs and eyes closed. Reading the newspaper or listening to Matchbox 20 can be meditative. The news can be meditative. Smoking a cigarette can be meditative. Anything can be meditative if done in a state of relaxation, if done in a state of meditation. So relax. Let God have some time off from being so close to you. Enjoy the vacation and relax into meditation. Simply watch yourself doing things. It need not be a trance. You should be totally alert, but watch yourself meditate while you do things. And in these moments of inner awareness, who is the watcher? And who is the doer? And who is the meditator? Not to make you schizophrenic, but to show you that already there is no separation. God is closer to you than your own heartbeat. Arbitrage is taking a good from one location to another location where it is more valuable. All I do is spiritual arbitrage. I take ideas from where they are and take them to where they need to be. And along the way, I repackage them for a new audience. It's that simple. Once you know all the ideas, it becomes very easy. You just take the idea from where it is to where it is needed. And along the way, you repackage it. The art is not in the ideas. The art is in the repackaging. Banking is as simple as this. You move money from where it is to where it needs to be. Move it from where it is just sitting to where it can be put to work to earn even more money. I am simply a spiritual banker. I take from the Upanishad and reposition the text onto TikTok or YouTube. There is nothing astonishing happening here. Just simple arbitrage, simple banking. The message, though, is so valuable in this new location. And the location is so new. And from a new messenger, it makes the message feel new. But it is not new. Rest assured, these ideas are slightly older than time itself. At least as old as Patanjali. People identify with the mind, but they are not the mind. The mind will always leave you a window seat. It will allow you to see what it is doing. It is not proud. It is just a device. The ego is proud. People identify with the ego, but they are not the ego. The ego, too, is just another device, and pride is the nature of the device, but it is just a device. Enlightenment can happen when you simply drop the device. The mind, the ego, just drop it. It's not you, and it is not part of you. These are simply devices. The mind is not something to annihilate. It is a cup you simply put down when you are done drinking. Please, use the mind, but use it. Do not allow it to use you. Do not allow the ego's pride and the mind's sophistication set a trap for you. The mind is wonderfully sophisticated. It can arrive at difficult solutions faster than you can believe. The mind is a fantastic tool, but when you identify with the mind, the ego gets involved. Simply drop the mind, and the ego starts to panic. Drop the ego, and the mind starts to panic. The ego, too, is simply a device. It is a device for inner transformation. It is a device for outer transformation. It is a device to ensure your survival, and ensure your sex, and ensure your success. The question may arise, are you sure you even want to drop it? The mind? The ego? If they are serving you well, why drop them? On the one hand, the ego is causing you horrible misery, but on the other hand, you cannot survive without it. The ego and the inner child know nothing about each other. If they did, the ego would certainly slay the inner child for fear of annihilation. For once the inner child is discovered, the need for the ego vanishes. The ego vanishes completely. In a state of Sahaja Samadhi, aside from mere functionality, there is no ego. Instead, the ego suppresses the inner child unknowingly, but intensely. The inner child waits patiently apart from the mind and apart from the ego, at all times eager and ready to play. But the ego knows nothing of play. It only knows win and loss. And so, the inner child is repressed. Just simply watch the mind creep back in and notice it. Watch the ego reassert and notice it. Keep noticing it until the noticing becomes second nature, and they both naturally fall away over some time. This is awakening and understanding. As Osho would say, we are heating the water to a boil, but once at 100 degrees, the water simply evaporates. This is how understanding leads to enlightenment. We're just trying to heat the water. This takes some time, but enlightenment happens in a moment. This moment now, the only moment that exists. So our goal is that through understanding, over time, we can heat the water to a boil, and all of these divisions will simply evaporate, revealing the inner child who needs no coaching in order to exist as its perfect self. If there is no God, then money is God. It is that powerful. Whenever there is a problem with someone, some issue within themselves that they cannot seem to identify or work out, 99 out of 100 times, it is money. The answer to 99 out of 100 questions is money. Why is this person angry? Money. Why can they not be happy? Lack of money. So often you think it may be the exception, but this is not the exception. Why does this person do this thing? Money. Why do they say what they say? Money. What do they care about? Money. What is their biggest fear? Not having money. 99 out of 100 times the issue is money. If we can break that issue, then we might find the exception. Then there might be something on the spiritual level. But until then, the question, the answer, the problem, the solution is money. Money is needed. I have been an ascetic. I have been an ascetic. There is truth to be found in asceticism, but I do not teach it. If it is the path for you, if it is needed for your journey, poverty will find you. You will invite it into your life. But for most seekers, money is needed. This is no problem. Get the money that you need. It's just that it should not be the central focus of your life. The central focus of your life is internal. It is your internal world. Money is needed, yes, but it should not be the primary focus of your life. 99 out of 100 people in the West have money as their primary focus. I post on TikTok for money. I want to share the message with seekers, and I hope eventually to receive money for my contribution. but it is not my primary concern. And even so, there is no harm. This is totally clean karma. I would record the videos anyway for myself. I enjoy the process so much. It hurts no one. I take nothing from no one. I did not start this journey when I started posting videos. I've been at this for years, though I just started posting videos last week. It's not about the videos. I've become realized for my own sake, out of necessity. I've become realized when I realized there was no other purpose for my life. My seeking was existential. I am simply a slave to Allah, and in this slavery I have more freedom than when I was my own master. I was a realized cannabis cultivator. I was a realized musician. I was a realized pizza kid. These videos for me helped me develop as a teacher. As a realized being, the work is already done and has been done for some time. Others seem to be searching out realization as a way to get money. They say, if I set myself up as this immense rarity, a living Buddha, I can sell books and set up ashrams, become a celebrity, become really, really rich. They need to set themselves up as a Buddha so that they can amass a great fortune. They will even admit it. They want the Rolls Royce. They want the bodyguards. It's not happening yet, but perhaps someday. They are not seeking that simple beauty that realization offers. They are searching for royalty. They are searching to become a king. They put the bare minimum work into becoming a realized master. They have maybe one teaching that they regurgitate ad nauseum. They're not looking for a collection of Buddhas. Really, they are dissuading the Buddha nature. They're hoping to be the only Buddha alive. That way they are rare. They can sell more books and more tickets to events. It's not about the people and it's not about the spirit. They are only in it for private gain. What it is that they have hypnotized themselves. They have put great effort into self-hypnosis. They are asleep. They are not actually present. Watch them closely and see how they cling to concepts and ideas. Watch their ill-considered speech. They are not a living Buddha. So be mindful of so-called masters that are really only motivated by money. Those masters who sought out enlightenment not as an existential necessity, but as a means to generate immense wealth. Wealth can be a brilliant motivator in the beginning. This is why Osho had 93 Rolls Royces. It is a wonderful advertisement to the path. But after some time on the path, one naturally drops their attachment to riches. One lives in the wealth of presence and alertness in the moment. They have such energy and vitality, and there is so much beauty to their lives. This becomes the primary motivation for seeking. You wish to feel bliss and ecstasy. It is not about the Rolls Royce anymore. You see that you are living in one now. This body is a Rolls Royce, better than, more sophisticated than, more valuable than. When you see your own body as a Rolls Royce, and you are simply the driver, the passenger, the watcher of it all, this is a realization that is worth so much more than a Rolls Royce. When you have a moment of pure understanding of yourself, pure awakening, a brief samadhi, and you would not trade this samadhi for $1 million, it is so valuable to you. Now you have gone beyond the money. Now you are beginning to see the truth, and now the real searching can happen.